Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Cinderella Diaries. It's your girl, Kara Simone Sparks, and the next video on my Wifey Bootcamp is how to move past the fear of commitment. Ooh, this is a tough one. Now, I'm not a relationship expert or anything, but I do like to give my 2 cents and things. That's just me. I got an opinion, so I'm gonna give it, right? Honestly, how I moved past the fear of commitment was just allowing myself to realize I'm allowed to be loved. And what that means is my quirkiness, my pain, everything that I've been through, that I'm allowed to still be loved by somebody. I'm very vocal about the pain of my past. I've dealt with depression, I've dealt with suicide, I've dealt with rape, I've dealt with molestation, I have dealt with all the things underneath the sun. And, I decided to open up and talk about it a couple years ago on my platform. And, it was very hard for me. And I had to get into a very vulnerable place. I didn't like to be that vulnerable, but I did. I wanted to share myself and to share that I didn't have it easy in life, and that, you can overcome. Even a person like me who smiles and nice and gives back and loves everybody. It's because I have been through the worst situations of, possible. I've seen evil done. I've been abused emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, all types of things. So I just want people to know that, there is a other side to this. And I've spent years on my blog talking about it. And when I first started blogging, I talked about healing and traumatic experiences. A lot of times people that I knew joked about it and, made me feel bad about the things that I went through. And so a lot of times I closed up, and I thought, well, if they made me feel bad about this, that means nobody in this world would love me for me. And I was wrong. I didn't share everything that I've been through on the first date with my husband. We got to know each other. We laughed. We our dates were fun, and we just had a good time. But eventually when I started falling in love with him, and I wanted to share my life with him, that's when I started being honest about my past and the things that I've been through. And a lot of the things that he couldn't relate to, a lot of things that I've been through, but he understood that, he understood pain, and he understood of going through things and overcoming them. And so he decided that didn't matter to him. I went through the worst situations of my life being in our marriage. A lot of things that I didn't know were came out, like being a mom, and not having my parents around, and not having people around to support me, and having this family and this foundation. It was hard, and I was I didn't want to be loved, and I didn't think that I deserved to be loved. That was the biggest thing for me. I didn't think that I deserved to be loved. I thought, who could love somebody like me? Everything that I've been through, guys cheated on me. I never had a boyfriend that was steady. All the guys that I dated, they act like I didn't even exist. They, would hide in pictures, act like I wasn't, part of their life. They were probably cheating on me. Craziness. So I was very scarred by relationships, and I didn't really know what to expect, going into something where I was like, man, I really love this person. But he saw everything of me, and that's the thing about being in marriage. You see the worst and the best of the person. I could no longer be this cute person in my cute outfits, going on cute dates, and hiding the fact that at the end of the night I do cry, and I do get emotional about the things that have happened in my life. And so I just, first and foremost, I thank God every day that I am the woman that I am today, that all the broken things that have happened to me and could have broken my heart and could have left my heart in pieces, but praying and giving my life to God, I feel like he mended my heart in a way that nobody on this earth could have done that. And even my husband, at times he would try to love me through my chaotic times, and through my times I would get really low and depressed, and just want to end my life and different things like that, because all the trauma would just come back up after we got married, and people started dropping like flies, and I was starting to get a little bit successful writing my book and different things. I didn't have any friends anymore, and people were just starting to just wish ill will on me and all this stuff. So I was completely alone. So I was alone in my solitude, and I thought this was the end of my life, but it really was the beginning of something that was incredible. God was just isolating me so I could heal and be alone and just figure out what was really causing all this problem, the root of my pain. And a lot of times, you know, all these outside things were causing it, but I was holding on to it, and I was allowing myself to feel like I didn't deserve to be loved. And so now that I've let go of all the people in my life who were hindering me and putting me down, and I have let my all the things that I was saying to myself that was hindering my success and putting me down, I decided to let things go and just be free, and, you know, allow, you know, good people to come into my life, allow my husband to come into my life and love me. And, you know, because I finally love myself after, you know, healing and sifting through all the pain, I realized, like, wow, I'm kind of a badass. And, you know, I am a freaking superhero, and I really am, because I got a certificate from the Smithsonian that says, you know, that's proof that I'm a fucking superhero, right? So I'm allowed to, you know, go through my pain, sift through it, and I'm allowed to, you know, scream, be angry, cry, and everything. And I went through that process, and it was the most ugliest process of my life, and my husband was there to see it all. And I was just like, this man is going to leave me. He's not going to love me. I mean, he's seeing me at my worst. I mean, I'm just like, I'm angry. I'm every day, everything. I'm just irritable. I'm irritated. And he just kept telling me every day he loves me, he's here for me, and he just got through that. And even through his moments when he didn't feel that, you know, that good about what he was doing in his life, you know, I tried to be there, but you know, I was going through that, and I couldn't. And that was when I realized, like, look, I have got to get myself together so I can be a good wife and be here for him, and I can be a good mom, because all the moments that were, you know, that were meaningful, like our beginning of our marriage and, you know, having Cairo, I was missing it because of being sad and depressed. And I'm not like, if you're going through it, I don't want you to beat yourself up because it happens. I just want you to know that, you know, you can shake yourself out of it, and it's okay. And don't be afraid to commit to the love of your life. You know, even if he is not, you know, the black man that your family wanted you to be with, or your friends would, you know, want you to be with, even if he's, you know, the white guy that you fall in love with, the Asian guy, the Hispanic guy, it doesn't matter. You know, don't be afraid to fall. And not just, you know, people hate that word, like, oh, I don't want to fall in love, but you are kind of falling, because you're just letting everything go and letting someone love you for everything and who you are and all your quirks. And you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be, you know, it doesn't have to be perfection all the time, even though you have to put these pretty pictures up and, you know, put these cute quotes and captions up like you're happy, even when you're going through the worst times of your life. You know, that's part of the healing process as well. And just keep fighting for what you believe in. Keep fighting for your marriage. Keep fighting for the commitments in your life, and keep fighting for the right to be loved. Even if you're older and you're getting past that age, people are like, you should be married by now, you should be having kids by now, whatever. Don't be afraid to love. And that means don't be afraid to love yourself first, and then somebody will love you. And when that time has come, I know it's going to seem like, oh my gosh, I'm afraid. Is this right? Is this too good to be true? It's not too good to be true. You deserve to be this happy. You deserve for someone to love you unconditionally. You know, we all do on this earth. And that's what God put us all here for, to love people and to be loved, and to create a world where people can feel safe. You know, we have all these craziness. We're all getting older. We don't know when our last day is. You know, that's the sad part of life. So why not love people while we're here? Why not move past the fear of committing and marry the love of our lives and just be happy, okay? All right. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell all your girlfriends about the Cinderella Diaries. See you, ladies.